funny story for you. Now, I've told this story before in live shows in the past and stuff like that. By the way, before I start this story, I'm going to be going live on YouNow on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Google what time that is for you. And we can talk and chat and make love to each other on this website, because that's what this website does, I guess. Yes, but I told this story before, but I don't know if I've ever made a YouTube video about it. So this story is when I was moving to a new school in the 7th grade. Just before I had moved schools, I had completely transformed. Making your mind, in the 6th grade, I looked like Harry Potter with purple glasses, straight down brown hair. And then by the 7th grade, I had started dressing like a skater boy with really skinny jeans, long blonde hair, and just imagine me with a voice that was higher than Justin Bieber's when he first got famous. So it's the middle of the school year. Right after winter break, January, I moved schools. I went from Southern California to Oregon. So I was ready for my first day of school and everything. The morning of, the principal emailed my first period teacher explaining who I was and I was the new kid and stuff. And not because I looked like a girl or anything. I did, but a typo. The principal put she instead of he in the email. Before I walk into class, about 5 minutes after class starts, the teachers already told everyone in my first period class in my new school that I was the new girl. Yay! And so I walk in, and at my old school, I really didn't have a lot of friends. I wasn't liked very much. So I walk in here, and everyone's just really friendly, and I'm like, wow, this is different. I have a few different girls in that class that were talking to me, which was really cool, because I didn't have girls talk to me a lot. And through those two classes, they were pretty much the same kids in each class. I had talked to so many girls, and they were all talking to me. I was like, wow, this is really cool. And so at lunch the next period, I was like sitting with a table full of girls. It was starting to get to my head, because I was like, yeah, okay. Girls. Cool, I'm talking to girls. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then my demise after lunch was PE. Now, you can imagine what would have happened when I walked into the guys' locker room that day. I was pretty oblivious to it, but I kind of was like hearing from my side, you know, people like freaking out and like stuff. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And I just continued with what I was doing. And so I walked out into the PE gym, and everyone was just kind of doing their own thing, you know, and one girl comes up to me, who I actually still know today. Are you a guy or a girl? I was like, I'm a guy. And literally everyone around us, who I thought they were doing their own thing, were all waiting for her to ask. And they all look, and they're like, oh! For the first half of my first day of school in the 7th grade, I was a girl to everyone around me. From what I can remember, that is probably one of the most embarrassing stories I could tell of myself. There's probably a lot more embarrassing ones. I have a lot more where that came from. I wanted to tell this story because, one, it's freaking funny, and two, I kind of wanted to just tell it because I just wanted to let you guys know that it's okay to feel embarrassed. Middle school, high school, whatever time you're in, even an adult, you know, embarrassing things happen. It's meant to happen. You can't go through life without embarrassing moments. And I just want you to know that it's not the end of the world if something embarrassing happens to you. That feels like it's going to be the end of the world, because I was like, well, this is a great start to my new school experience in Oregon. Hey, look at me now. I actually have the benefit of telling the story. It's like, oh, in middle school, everyone had embarrassing stories, and it's okay now. Like, it's not a big deal. It's actually really fun for me to tell this story. I know a lot of you guys are at that age, and I'm just telling you, someone who's gone through those experiences, I've had embarrassing moments all the time, big and small. I was that shy boy that was always really aware of what's going on around him, and I was really conscious and scared. So doing that, I would pay attention, and I would trip, or it happened all the time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's story. I hope it made your Monday a lot better. And I'm gonna go, so thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video. It's like here. Wait, no, it's over here, sorry. It's right down there. Like the video, right there. Subscribe to me to hear about some more future stories. The subscribe button's up somewhere over here. I will see you on Wednesday on YouTube and YouNow. But first, I haven't done this in like a week.